Hi, Denny.
Hey, Louise.
I'm driving back from a showing, so I'm going to mute. But if you need me, I'm here.
Okay, how'd it go?
I think it went really well. I expect to get an offer. And it's the first day of showings, so I expect to get more activity. And we'll probably be under contract within a week.
Well, the some time ago, I told you about the house, my neighbor's house that was going to be a by owner, or she's a real estate agent. And
Part-time, right?
yeah, yeah. Anyway, we got the listing in 1.7, and we're under contract.
Congratulations.
The old man still got it.
Yeah, this is the one you went on the listing appointment. You brought your daughter, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, fun. And is the husband seller a pilot?
yeah, exactly. Good memory.
Yeah.
Good memory.
So before that, when was the last time you went on a listing appointment?
73.
Really?
No, I was in high
Joking.
school. I was in high school.
Hey, how was your event this week?
It was really good. It went good. I think so. I mean, I think so. I'm
Market
never,
trends.
yeah. I think it's pretty awesome.
Did did you have any surprises this week?
Oh, that's so funny, yes. Did you know about the surprise?
Yeah, we knew about it.
Well, John told you, right?
hmm Well, yeah, he was like preparing us to cover for your absence and his absence.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's funny that yeah, my wife had been working on this for weeks, and I come to find out, but the morning, the Tuesday, the morning, she's in Phoenix. She has to like fly out at 5 a.m. to get here for my program. It's a big office. And then she sends a text to her team that, hey, look, remember, this is a hush hush deal. Don't be blowing it. I'm flying out this morning. And she didn't realize I was on a text stream.
Uh-oh. So you kind of knew about it before. Oh, well, it was
But
still a surprise.
it was
Right.
still a surprise, and so I did my best to keep my mouth shut and act surprised, but it was still a surprise. It was nice, very nice.
And that's how you stay married as long as you do, with many more years ahead of you.
There you go. What's going on here? Why all these autopilots on here? What are they like? Machines?
Yeah. James Shaw like prevents them from getting into his room because they congest the post, the chat.
What does that actually mean?
The what? The autopilot or the
Just to suppose.
congest the chat. The autopilots,
Well, who
the
are these?
chat stream. They're just it I don't have it. And I
Is it
think you have
AI?
it. It is, yeah. It's like the something that logs in when the other person logs in. Do you know more about
They
it,
they
Pegasus?
congest the chat by putting these long dissertations in there, and they're all, templates. And each one of them puts it in there for their person that they're um, working for. And so that's how it clogs the chat. You can't really see who's talking really.
Well, do me a favor then. I just made you a co-host, Peggy, because Louise is driving.
Oh,
Uh, should we take him out?
uh, that'd be fine, only I I can look around and see how to do that. I've never done that before, but
I mean, you can actually take anybody out of the chat, but we don't have to do it
oh,
today.
can you?
Yeah.
Okay. I could
All right,
try.
guys, I've got time to go here. Let me get the screen turned on. Thank you for being on for our master call. 1 second. I don't know why people use those little autopilots. If you just speak up, let me know why you're using it. If you're on, why do you use it? Just not familiar with it. All right, Lisa. So anyway, it is March 15th, you guys, and this is Friday's call on Mastery, Denny Grimes Mastery Real Estate. We practice question-based listing enhanced conversations, and I do get some emails from time to time and invite people on to have a discussion about it. And Lisa, I think if I got my names right, you asked me a question about calling. What a novel idea, you guys. She is actually reaching out to agents that are really kind of, I don't think really as active, or maybe they're just hanging a license there. And which means there's somewhat of a database that's just dangling in the breeze, meaning no one's really contacting it. So she wants to have a conversation. She's checked with the agents, has permission to contact the database, pay them a referral fee, which is a win-win. And so she wants to have a conversation about what that conversation should be and look like. So I invited her on. She's on there. She's got her camera on. Do I have that summarized pretty good, Lisa?
Yeah, we have about 17 agents in our market center that are just not really doing much, like you said, hanging their license. And as part of our Team Ridge kind of launch, we've decided that, hey, they're low hang, there's something there. So why not? It's not going to cost the market center anything. So why not utilize those databases?
So is your reach out going to be email, text, a call? What is your MO?
It's going to be a combination, but initially I would like it to be a call.
Okay, good. Well, let's start here with this. We won't spend a ton of time on it. However, I think I wanted to ask you guys first if you had any experience doing this. If you did, what conversation did you have? And let's share that with Lisa and others. And if we don't have anybody who has experience, let's just kind of brainstorm this so she has a message she can give. So I'll open the floor to you guys. Did anybody do this yet?
Probably, Denny. I would, I would reach out if we have done any deals with those, people. I would just appreciate them again for trusting us with whatever happened then. And just open up the conversation and see if there's anything else we could still do for them or anybody that they know.
Right. Okay.
So like if you were a buyer that we help, one of the agents close, I would call, hey, this is, Tanner from that market center. I hope you're doing well. Can I have 25 seconds to tell the reason for my call, right? And then when they say yes, and I would be, first of all, I appreciate the opportunity that we were able to help you. I hope you guys enjoy it. And then would ask them if, what they think about the neighborhood, and then find out who else they think, we could help the same way. Something like that. I don't know if it's too much.
So Lisa, here's my blink is that, and I'm speaking to everyone here. If you're calling a someone, I'd hate to call them a lead, but let's just call them a lead. And you don't have any idea why they're there for any particular reason and how old it is. Any form of reference to anything they did, it might have been a year ago or more. It just reminds me of the call we worked on a week or two ago. Hey, this is Denny Grimes. I was notified at one time you had an interest in owning a home in Southwest Florida. And I'm curious, have you found that special home yet? So now that could be a very generic way of starting a conversation. Point B, if you're calling somebody else's database, is there a possibility that somebody else, let's say it's Tanner's database and he's not in real estate, would they know Tanner? Or would it just be, if they would know Tanner, then you would use his name. So if you're calling, Lisa, somebody else's database, introducing yourself, and you think they might know the person, then you would reference it. Hey, I'm calling you. Listen, Tanner is a colleague of mine in my office, and he shared your contact information with me. And I'm just following up to let you know the market's changing. Do you have any real estate needs or any questions I can help you with? And you can have and again, this is going to be a very cold, probably type of outbound call that you're going to have to be right to the point, have the bull ride. Hey, listen, it may take 30 seconds of your time. Tanner asked me to reach out to you because he's not active in real estate anymore. And asked me to reach out to you to see if you have any real estate questions. I'd probably even say, hey, the real estate market is changing. So I'm calling all of our past associates, past customers, past clients to find out if you have any real estate questions. And if they don't know who Tanner is, whoever that database is coming from, they don't even reference them because it'll just confuse them.
My thought was just to come at it from a service contribution, kind of like, hey, you know, so-and-so gave me your name, number, just wanted to reach out and see if we can help you at all, if you have any real estate needs, this kind of thing.
As long as you, and again, I think it's really important when you're making unannounced outbound calls that you say, listen, you know, if I could have 30 seconds of your time, I'm Denny Keller Williams, and then get into it. As long as you don't sound like the proverbial person at the clothing store saying, may I help you? Because that you're going to say, no, I'm just looking. See if you can't bait with a, you know, what do you call it? A pattern interrupt. When you say, I got 30 seconds. Listen, there's some significant things changing in the market. And we're calling everybody we have in our database and ask them if they have any questions or whatever. So there's major changes in the market is a sort of a pattern interrupt. That just be my approach versus, hey, just see anything I can do for you. Well, no, I got macaroni and cheese burning in the oven.
Or then if I have one more thing, just like as an idea, say like when I call up, like, hi, this is Tanner, a business partner of Denny from Keller Williams, whatever the market center is. And they're like, oh yeah, maybe they would remember that name. And I would then tell them, you know, that what we're doing, we're updating the contacts, our business partners' contacts, you know, and then we'll take it from there probably just to update some information. I don't know, just like
I got it. All right, well, let's see this. Lisa, I trust that's helpful. In fact, I'll let you be first up, and you are actually going to make one of those calls, and you're going to make it to Peggy, and then we'll see what kind of feedback we can give you. Okay, so you're going to have a minute, 15 seconds to strike oil.
Okay, ring, ring.
Hello?
Hi, is this Peggy?
Yes.
Hi, Peggy. Lisa Dugdale here with Keller Williams Realty. Do you have about 30 seconds to have a quick conversation?
Okay.
Perfect. Hey, I was reaching out because of one of my associates here in the office wanted to give you some news about our changing market, wanted to make sure that you had all the information you needed in case you were having any real estate needs this year.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so there's 30 seconds. All right, so, all right. Now what I would do is I would work on that. Now, you basically had 45 seconds to work on it, right? Since we've just talked about it. And I would hone the 30 seconds is good. I would hone the conversation. Listen, you know, so-and-so, if you want to use a name, fine. Get to the point really fast and be specific. Again, that sounded a little bit like, hey, anything, let me know. Like, I don't even know who you are. Why are you calling me? Get out of here. So bait the hook with some information, but don't be general. Like, I'm just seeing if you have any real estate needs. You know, so that's my point. And we can come back to you if you want to kind of work on it a little bit. We'll come back to you in 30 minutes and lay it out there. We'll kind of give you our take on it. So we'll move on to next. Well, raise your hand. Peggy, you were the first on, and I don't have a co-host today, I don't think. So I will do my best. Dr. Lauren can help me keep my eyes, be my eyes for me. So Peggy,
I somehow, Denny, I somehow am co-host though. I got rid of all the otter things.
Oh, okay, good. Well, you were my co-host. Just if somebody comes in, let them in. Can you do that?
I have been doing that.
Thank you so much. So Peggy, you get to go first. So this is
Yay.
Friday, and we can do anything you want to do, outbound call or at the table. What is your pick today?
We're going to do expired call.
Expired call. That means you got a minute and 15 seconds to make my socks roll up and down. And you're calling Dr. Lauren.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, this is Peggy with Keller Williams. Thank you for taking my call. I'm calling about 123 Main Street. And when are you going to be putting that back on the market?
I'm going to stop you right there. Now, that is a great example of somebody who's practiced the bull ride. That was, including the ring, 11 seconds. So that was about an 8-second dissertation. She was quick, smooth, to the point. Now, congratulations. Obviously, you just didn't write that down 3 seconds ago. You've been practicing. It
Yes.
sounded well, very well. I'm gonna reset my clock so you can start from the beginning again and go again. You'll have minute 15. Go.
Ring, ring.
Hello?
Hi, this is Peggy with Keller Williams. Thank you for taking my call. I'm calling about 123 Main Street. When are you going to be putting that back on the market?
Well, we're not really sure when it's going to be going back on the market yet.
Oh, okay, okay. And would it be okay if I asked you where were you going after you sold your home?
We were moving out of state.
Oh, I see. And do you have a time frame that you need to be somewhere, or is it open-ended?
We're not in a rush. It's not an absolute emergency. Our house isn't, we're not trying to run away from it, but we have an ideal time frame in mind.
Oh, I see. And would it be okay to meet with you today or tomorrow to talk about what it would take to actually sell your home?
So I'm
Well,
gonna pause you right there just a second. So now you were really confident until now you're getting less confidence moving forward.
It's true,
So
and that's
why?
okay.
No, sir.
Yes.
Why?
Say it again.
Why? Why are you becoming less confident?
Oh, it's just that I don't have a physical script on every single thing that she's saying. And so it's like my mind kind of races, like, what should I say? I kind of get into this ball of what should I say? Am I saying it right? Is everybody watching? I'm gonna make a fool of myself. Just
Stop.
kind of emotional stuff.
Well, you can anticipate a high percentage of things that they're going to say. However, so you are doing good. Now you're closing for the appointment, but no value was given. One of the questions I think that was left out is, oh, we're going to wait a little bit. Well, the issue is if it were possible to get to San Diego, that's where you want to go. If it was possible to get there with an acceptable offer, is that still something you would entertain? I mean, I think you need to find that out first. One more thing I want to add after spending 40 hours worth of research to give my annual markets a little update here in Southwest Florida. I'm predicting 2024, at least where we are, prices are going to be softening. So if that's going to be your marketplace, or it may not be, you may not have the appreciation you once did. In fact, the market may soften. You said, well, so if they want to wait, a great question or you could work on is, okay, so are you okay if your home is, if you sell your home for less? That is putting a little bit of doubt, maybe a little bit of pain in their path. I can say that I think that's going to be our market because I know already that our active inventory is higher. It's the highest it's been right now than it's been in 10 years. And so when you see your inventory grow, then your market's going to be changing. So don't be afraid to lay that car down. For the last 10 years, homes have been kind of going up. And for the last 3 years, the average national annual appreciation rate was 12.5%, which is unheard of. Our market was double that. So that market's gone, guys. We have survived COVID and the COVID market. And so markets are going to go back to kind of a rational basis. Peggy, great job on the first 15, 20 seconds. Work on the second part. Dr. Lauren, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to be doing a for sale by owner.
All right, so you're going to call. If your name is Sherry, I don't know. There's a gentleman that looks like he's in Men from Black. Your name is Sherry, but you're certainly well dressed. All right, out of GQ. What's your name? I didn't hear that. Are you muted?
Joseph.
Nelson?
Joseph.
Joseph.
Simpson.
Okay, Joseph. Yeah, I got you.
Can you hear me?
So, Dr. Lauren.
Joseph
Okay,
Simpson.
you're going to be the. Is it expired, Lauren?
For sale by owner, unassisted.
You're the by owner. Got it?
Yeah.
Joseph. Here we go. Ring, ring, go.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Joseph, she's calling you.
Oh, hi. I'm calling about the home for sale. Is this the owner?
Yeah, this is him.
Oh, wonderful. The reason for
this?
This is Dr. Lauren Goodwin, local realtor. The reason for my call is twofold. One, to see if you are cooperating with real estate agents who bring you buyers. Are you?
No.
No? Okay. And my second question is, we know that when studies, if one home sells, or sorry, studies tell us that if you're not successful as a for sale by owner, then you'll be hiring an agent. So my question is, what are your plans if you can't get the home sold on your own?
Well, then I'll be going to an agent. Sounds
Oh,
like
okay, wonderful. All right, so it sounds like you'll be going to an agent. That's great. And how long do you plan on trying it on your own?
until I sell it on my own.
Okay, so until you sell it on your own, but you may be thinking about an agent. Okay, that's understandable. And when the home does sell, where are you moving to?
I'm not moving. I already that's just an investment property. I do own the home, but I don't live there.
All right,
Okay.
Todd. We're about a minute 30. Now, Joseph, you're a tough one today. This is Friday. This is supposed to be like a mastery call, so we got to be used to the tough ones. Dr. Lauren, that's the best. I think that's the best job I've ever heard you do on a call.
Oh, thank you.
Now, what
Appreciate
any feedback from Dr. Lauren? I mean, I thought it was great. Her pace was good. She said, "Hey, 2 reasons for my call." And you know, the first answer she wasn't really expecting, but she didn't get bogged down by it. Then he's not really being real cooperative, and it hasn't thrown her. Anybody else have any feedback for Dr. Lauren? I thought she did good.
Stay the path. I think you did good with that.
Thanks.
Hey, Whit. All right. Who's next? Who's got their hand up next? Whitney, you want to play?
I'm a little rusty. Haven't been here in eons, but sure.
All right. Well, I mean, you can say ring, ring, right? What are you doing? Are you want to do something on the phone or at the table?
Phone's better.
All right. Well, I'll give you a real sweetheart. You're going to call Janet, and Janet's going to be an expired.
Oh God, I don't know anything about expireds, but I can try to wing it.
No, I don't want you to wing it on mastery. So, what do you do when you call it? What don't you wing?
I do circle prospecting. I actually just did my first FISBO the other day.
Circle prospecting. You're calling Janet.
All right, Janet.
Go.
Hey, Janet. Did I get you at a good time?
Yes, that's great. Can you hear me?
Sure can.
Okay, good.
So I'm reaching out because I just sold 123 Main Street, and I'm curious, have you had any thoughts about selling your property?
Oh, not really. No, but thanks for calling.
Yeah, no worries. How long have you lived in the neighborhood?
20 years.
Okay, how do you like it?
Great place.
Nice. Let me ask you, have you heard of any neighbors that are thinking about making a move?
I think there's one 2 doors down.
Okay, to your right or left if I'm looking at your front door?
It's 123 Main Street.
Okay, perfect. So is that a friend of yours?
Yes.
Nice. If you don't mind me asking, what's their name?
John and Mary Crane.
All right. Good. All right.
Okay.
Nice job, Whitney.
There we go. I got a lead. How do you like that?
Yeah.
You got an appointment 100, and I knew Janet would be nice to you. So, any feedback for Whitney? She was a little rusty. She's willing to play. I give her a knuckle bump for that. Any feedback for Whitney?
I think her tone of voice was really good. I think the one thing that maybe, and I know she hasn't been doing this in a while, more open-ended questions. It seemed like there were a lot of closed-ended questions.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Lauren. Any other feedback?
Hard bar. Thank you.
Yeah, I thought she did a great job too. I wouldn't say how are you? I wouldn't make it like there's this vague space that the person on the other end is like, okay, so what is it you really want? Because I'm kind of cooking a dinner here. Like, calling like that.
Right. In all fairness, I mean, I called on her and she wasn't getting ready to lead generate. And if you're going to lead generate, you're going to have your conversation in front of you. So she was doing everything from memory. And that's exactly why you don't want to do things from memory. You want to be ready and have something in front of you. I like tight calls. Like, for example, Dr. Lauren had, hey, there's your circle prospecting. She answers, for example, where are you, Janet? Janet, you answer. Hi, this is Denny Keller. Hey, there's 2 reasons for my call. Do you have 30 seconds? I know that could be a yes or no. How we're going to find out. You can wait for an answer or not. I have two reasons for my call. I just need a quick 30 seconds. I'm with Keller Williams, and I've listed a home right around the corner. Now, and I wanted to find out if you happen to know anyone who live in your area. The one thing that I did write down when you ask how you like it, that's like, man, you're catching her off guard. I mean, who knows what she's doing? A better way of asking that question and to get people to talk is, I want to know everything there is about Wellington. May I ask you, you've been here 20 years, what is the number one thing you like? What are the two things you really like about Worthington that I can tell other people about? That is an easier question, one you might get more participation in versus how do you like it? Like, you know what I mean? So that would be my feedback, Whitney. So thank you for playing. Good to see you again. So Joseph has his hand up. Joseph, where'd you go?
I'm still here.
He's
There
Sherry now.
Yeah, you're back to Sherry. So Joseph, what are you doing here? Are you going to be making an outbound call, or you want some the objection at the table?
Outbound call for sale by owner.
Okay. Now, do you make for sale by owner calls?
I haven't yet, but I have made a script for it yet to start.
You have a conversation in front of you?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys listen up, and I want you to put it in the chat. We're going to be the diving scoreboard here. Yeah, 10 is a perfect, like, Greg Louganis dive, and a 5 is a belly flop. We don't have belly flops here. All right, Joseph, you are going to be calling Whitney, and for sale by owner, and go.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, is Whitney there?
Yep, that's me.
Hey, this is Joseph Simpson, your neighborhood realtor with Keller Williams in Jackson, Mississippi. So the reason for my call today is we're offering a very special luxury service to clients in the area. If you got a minute, I'd like to fill you in.
Oh, sure. What's up?
Oh, really cool. If you got a moment, I'd like to ask you a few questions to best serve you.
I've got about 1 minute.
Cool. Do you live in the home?
I do.
Alrighty. What date would you like to sell the home or move out by?
Yesterday.
Alrighty then, cool. What's the reason for you selling this beautiful home?
Moving out of state.
Moving out of state? Nice, nice, nice. I can always dig that. Are you already working with an agent? Have you decided that, you know?
No, I've sold some properties before. I think I've got it all figured out.
Okay. That's pretty cool. Well, let me ask you, how long before you have an agent help you?
Hopefully never.
Okay. Well, look, based on the questions, everything I've told you, this does sound like a perfect fit for you. You know, our luxury care for your home, a reliable agent with a backing company. If you give me one shot, and believe me, if you're even half as right as the other people I've done with and had in my past, the only problem you'll have is I didn't call you 6 months sooner. Sound fair enough?
Oh my gosh! Stop! This would be an awesome TikTok video.
I was like, just bring me a buyer, okay? I want to sell this place. I don't want to hear it.
I think this is a skit on Saturday Night Live, dude. That was really way to go. Now, all right. So, in all seriousness aside, now you had a conversation in front of you, and here is the thing. Obviously, you had a road to drive on. However, when you have a conversation in front of you, it's almost like your ears fall off. People are so worried about asking questions that are in front of them, they're not listening. And so Joseph, I'd have you work on your listening. And you came off a little bit.
I'm nervous.
It's almost like, I don't know how to really say this. So help me out here. It's almost a little carnival-ish. Like you're at the front door. Hey, I've got a Vegematic for you, and we're having a special, and you get a set of Ginsu steak knives too. So, I mean, I know you were having fun with it. It was very entertaining. However, when you do make your calls, if you're going to go through that, like a survey conversation, be careful on how you respond to her responses, because you go, oh yeah, that's cool, I can dig that, whatever. It's like that may be that may be your style. It may work. However, it's like what you want to do is kind of like keep it moving forward and not use a lot of filler, because I don't care where you are. I think people have a very short attention span when you're making an unannounced call. Anyway, that was actually entertaining. I would like to have a promo of Recon, and that would be one on there. That would be cool. All right, who's next? Jasmine, you're smiling, you're driving. So Jasmine, you can step up, and the rest of you guys are on here. We got a good crowd here today. Lisa's back alive. She's ready to get something. Who else wants to play? Louise, you're driving. You might be able to play. So I'm going to go over to where Jasmine. Jasmine, can you play?
Yes, I can play as the receiver.
Okay. So you're going to be the seller or buyer, right?
No. Yeah, I'll be the seller if someone sells. Wait, what do you mean? I'll be the client, the potential client.
So Lisa, you're kind of new. I don't know if you've been on the call before. So do you work with sellers?
I didn't mean to say receiver.
Oh, I do.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the model. We haven't talked about the model much today. Acknowledge, isolate, clarify, close. You're talking to Jasmine. You're at the table.
Yeah.
And she's going to give you an objection. Let's see how you would handle it. Now, where are you located, Lisa?
I am in Western Montana.
Wow, Yellowstone. All right. So she's going to have an objection for you. You're at the table. Jasmine, are you ready to move forward?
Oh gosh, I don't have.
Okay. So let's do buyer. I'll be a buyer agent. Trying to get her.
You're going to be the client. Jasmine's the agent.
Oh, I'll be the client.
Yes, you're the seller.
Okay.
You're the seller.
Said you want to be the receiver.
Yeah. So let's go. All right,
Yeah,
we're ready to move forward, Jasmine. You got the easy part.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I got the easy part. Okay.
I'll help you out. Lisa, I'm not ready to move forward. I don't really like.
Okay.
I don't like the market.
Okay,
Jasmine, wait. I don't like the market conditions right now. I think we're going to wait.
Okay, other than not liking the market conditions, what's keeping you from moving forward?
I think that, I think we're going to wait till after the election.
Okay, and what is the election, waiting for the election to get over work mean for you, do for you?
I think depends on how the election goes. I think it's going to be whether or not the country is going to be seeing lower interest rates or higher interest rates.
I appreciate you're looking for a different interest rate, and what would a lower interest rate do for you in moving forward with your family?
Well, I own this house right now. I mean, I have a mortgage at 2.6, and right now they're about 7.6. So I don't really see the advantage of moving if I have to pay double my payment.
Okay, and remind me again, where were you moving to?
Montana.
Montana, fantastic. And when did you want to get there?
Well, I'd like to be there by fall.
Okay, so would waiting for the election to get over with, keep you from getting to Montana by fall?
Oh yeah, I mean I can't. I mean, you asked me when I'd like to be there. I'd like to be there by fall, but the election's not till November, so probably right after that, provided everything works out good.
Okay. That's all I got.
All right. So, all right, let's pick it up.
She did pretty good with the questions.
I got my buddy David. David, can you play? You're driving. I know you're driving, but you can talk and drive and chew gum at the same time. Drive with your knee. Let's go. All right, Tanner.
I'm here.
All right, David. All right,
Yes.
I want to wait. I want to wait to sell until after the election.
Okay. And what are you going to do when you sell your property?
Now I was wondering, so there's no clock running here. That is one of the first things you have to decide. It's like, if they're going to sell, what are they going to do next? Because that gives you an idea really how to start to peel back the onion. Well, we're going to move into a condo where there's no maintenance, David.
Okay. And are you currently shopping in the market for that condo?
Oh, we've been kind of looking, we're actually thinking about getting a condo in Montana that we're kind of excited about. We've seen always wanted to live up there in I don't even know what they call it, Montana. We always wanted to live there, so we're looking up over in Montana.
And I'm sorry because I some of that was in and out. I was at an appraisal. Did they say they what was the I'm just gonna ask, what was the reason that you wanted to wait until after the election?
Well, I think interest rates are going to be at the lowest right at the election time because somebody's going to want to win, and they're going to. That's I think going to be the best time.
I understand. And what do you think is going to happen in the market in Montana when interest rates go down?
Well, I think it'd be good for everyone. I think that buyers will come out of the woodwork, and I'll be able to sell my house for more money, and there'll be more inventory. I think it'd be good.
Do you think that maybe because interest rates are lower that it's going to be harder to find the condo that you're looking to purchase?
I hadn't really thought of that. What do you mean?
Well, if interest rates go down and it creates buyers to start to purchase, do you think that interest rates going down is going to cause more buyers to be in the market? Do you think you're going to have more competition looking for your home if there's a good condo that you're interested in?
Yeah, but if that's true, that means I'd be selling my house for more too, right?
There is a possibility that the house would be selling for more, but do you think that you might wind up paying more if when you're going to purchase?
What if it's all right? So now you see where he's taking me, and this is what I want you to remember. And I don't know what metaphor will help you with this. I'm just using the other side of the coin. It's pretty simple. Whatever they're doing on one side, if they're waiting because they're a seller and they think the market will be better, what about the other side of the coin? So if they're going to be buying, they're going to have to pay more. So that would be an awesome avenue to go down. So that was his strategy. And again, when you're sitting at someone having a conversation, versus driving. I give you credit, David. When you're driving, you don't have the same luxury of being able to listen and process without other distractions. So that was a good angle you took. So now I'm going to go back to Jasmine. Jasmine, are you able now to be the agent? No, she's driving. All right. So I'm going to look around. I see imaginary hands coming up. Let's see. I see Sandra. She's probably got some acumen, and Dr. Lauren's hand is still up. So yes. Sandra, why don't you be the agent, and Dr. Lauren is a seller. She's going to give you an objection at the table. Let's see how your questions are coming out of you today. All right. 2 minutes. Are you ready to move forward, Dr. Lauren? Go.
So I'm not ready to move forward today. I do have 2 more appointments that I have to go on before I make my final decision.
Okay. Dr. Lauren, let me ask you, is there anything that you have not heard today that you need to hear from me in regards to moving forward?
No, I wouldn't necessarily say that's the case. I just want to make sure that I'm making an informed decision.
I understand that. Is there, or do you have questions for me in regards to what I've presented to you at this time?
I guess not. I just would like something to compare to. So, for example, your timeline, your strategies for finding buyers for the home and your commission. So I'd like to compare that across a few agents.
Sure, I can understand that. Let me ask you this, Dr. Lauren. Would it be helpful if you were able to speak to some of my past clients that can talk about my proven track record to get your home marketed and sold and get you the price you're wanting? Would you be open to that?
I mean, sure. I don't know if it would necessarily push the needle because I'm sure you're not going to send me clients that have had poor experiences, and so I'm sure that's going to be weighted a little bit. But yeah, I'm open to hearing things from them.
You're very intuitive, Dr. Lauren. You're right about that. Let me ask you this: what is your one concern about moving forward with this?
My one concern is that I missed an opportunity with an agent that could do it better and faster.
So are you taking the word of the other agents, or are you looking at proven track record?
So what I'd recommend there, and you were thinking about which way to go, she gave you two, better and faster. I would dig into what does she mean by better and faster?
Yeah, true. Dr. Lauren, what do you mean by better and faster?
Take one at a time.
Okay, Dr. Lauren, what do you mean by better?
Better, I
I'm
mean,
good.
and you listen, you presented well today, and I appreciated that. Better meaning less hassle for me, and really efficient. Really, it kind of goes back to that faster thing. So making sure that I'm not getting bogged down with having to move things around and not hearing from buyers when they come through. So I just really want a very streamlined process.
Dr. Lauren, if I can show you how we can do that
Wait
for
a
you.
minute. Wait a minute. You're forgetting. Now you're going back on your track.
Sorry. What track do you want me to go on?
What was her other concern? Faster.
Faster. Okay, Dr. Lauren, aside from better, then what does faster mean to you?
Now, okay, now pause for a second. The reason I want you guys to know that is because to me, it just seems like very respectful if they gave you two things that you asked about both of them and get clarity on both of them. Because I think you can't hurt you. However, if you just ask about one and then you say, well, and you close for the order, to me, it seems like you're not really putting their needs paramount. Am I wrong on that?
No, you're right.
No.
Okay. So you're going to get clarity on better. Okay. So let's say, all right, now what do you do now in your last 30 seconds here, Sandra?
So Dr. Lauren, can you tell me what faster means to you?
I mean, ideally 30 days, 45 days at the max would be ideal.
Okay. If I can show you today that we can take care of all your concerns, would you be willing to go ahead and sign the paperwork and start working with my team?
I don't know. Again, I don't want to miss an opportunity where someone else is able to do it. And I already scheduled those appointments with those agents. They're expecting to meet with me. So I would like to keep, my my word on that.
All right.
And I understand.
I got to call time. That's 4 minutes. So I took a minute of it. Well, let me ask you guys. All right. So let's just have a conversation. If you were a potential seller and you didn't sell houses all the time, is it reasonable to say, hey, look, I want to get another opinion? Is that reasonable?
It is.
Yes.
I mean, how many people married the very first person they asked had a soda pop with? I mean, you probably had dated people and then, and then figured out you have something to compare it to. So how can we come across with a level of empathy and understanding to a point that we may be making points of it? We may actually be becoming the agent they really want to work with. So anybody have an idea on that? Rather than, Sandra, we had this discussion on Recon, like sign the paper. Forget that a minute. Just forget that.
I know. I wanted to slap myself when I said it. So,
That is
for Sandra to show patience, I think is huge. For her to acknowledge, I understand that you want to talk to other people. I respect that. And I'm not sure how she can, segue there, but just showing that patience right there, that she's not in a hurry to get a signature, is going to go a long way.
Let me give you a thought. And I've mentioned this before. By golly, I'm going to get it done. I'll challenge you guys to get it done too. If you don't have in your listing presentation the 5 or 6 things that sellers really are looking for in an agent. So if she wants to shop, okay. Well, why? I said this on Recon today. Why don't we give them the yardstick in which to use? And for example, how would this sound? Would this sound differently? Say, okay, so awesome. You want to totally understand you want to do some comparison shopping. So can I share something with you that might be helpful? No. For example, and even the little things you do, you got your folder out there, you kind of close it. Let's just have a conversation. Again, if I'm going to be representing you, and that is my intention, you would be expecting me to help you. Is that right? Yes. Well, I'm going to help you right now, and I'm going to show you how you should be comparing agents. Now you're not sounding like a salesperson. You're actually working towards them. And another thing you can say is that, let me ask you, Dr. Lauren, would you want the person representing you to be a strong advocate for what they believe in? Like if they're going to be selling your house, you want your agent to be able to sell your house.
Yeah.
So would you hold it against me if I attempt to help you understand and I, it chooses sell my value to you? So what you're doing is you're demonstrating and you're getting permission. Can I demonstrate how I'm going to sell your house, help get your home sold? I don't want to say sell your house. I never say that. I demonstrate how I'm going to help you get your home sold by demonstrating how. So I'm making this up. How I
demonstrate how I can get your home sold by selling you on my value.
Yes, that's what I'm attempting to get out, and I got all tongue tied on it. So what you're doing is you're modeling, because you don't want a cream puff as an agent. You want somebody who's going to stand up for what is the right thing for you to do. So is it okay if I just demonstrate those skills? Because I don't want you to make a mistake. Is it okay? And look, I'm not going to, I just want you to understand when I hear no, that just means not, it means that I'm not given enough information yet. Is it okay? So you guys might be able to say what I'm attempting to say better, because today I'm not really doing a good job of it. What do you hear me saying on that?
It honestly, what it sounds like, and this probably goes from some of the things I was at earlier this week. It's instead of it being like a push and pull, it's like we're working together on this already. So you're almost already planting the seed that we're working in conjunction to make the best decision for her because you're providing her with resources.
Right. Okay. So now you give me a little clarity. So when the buyer is considering your house, Dr. Lauren, and I really believe that this home is the best for them, do you want your agent to just say, okay, go look at another house, or do you want your agent to stand up and fight for what they feel is right? That's what I'm attempting to say. And so that's what I'd like to do with you right now. So you are pushing back. Someday a buyer may be pushing back on your home. I want you to know that I have the skill and the fortitude to have a frank conversation with them, that I think they'd be making a mistake not to buy your house. Anyway, that's just another way of proving the fact. You're letting them know that you are a salesman and you're going to demonstrate it. And that might put little points in your corner.
Yeah.
Next.
Denny, will you share the 5 or 6 things real quick? I'm guessing it's money, time. What else?
All right. This is the one thing, when I go to the family reunion, if you're with Keller Williams, Gary goes through the state of the company, and he always has NAR survey. And if Peggy or someone, or Dr. Lauren, you can initiate another role play. Give me a few seconds. I don't want you guys to be waiting on me. I'm going to pull up the slide. So, Jasmine, are you ready to play now? Your hand is up.
Jasmine, are you buyer or seller? Are you talking to a buyer or seller?
It's expired. Can I do expired?
If you have a conversation in front of you, you just can't wing it.
No. I haven't.
Okay. Go.
Okay. Oh, who? Oh, with who? With whom?
I'm going to let you call Janet. Janet's going to be nice to you.
All right, Janet, be nice to me. Okay, here we go. Ring, ring.
Yes. Hi.
Hi. Hello. Oh, hi. This is Jasmine with Keller Williams. I'm your local agent. First of all, thank you for taking my call. I noticed your home is showing up as an expired listing. Do you still have a desire to sell it?
I do. I didn't know it was off the market.
Oh,
what do you mean?
Yes, it's off the market. So it wasn't able to sell on time. Well, I was sorry.
I probably
Well, let
should
me
call
ask
my
you a
agent.
question. Excuse me? I'm sorry, what was that, Janet?
I think I should call my agent. I didn't know it was off the market.
Oh, yes, yes, it is definitely off the market. Well, that's why I'm calling you because I would definitely love to help you get your home sold. I was out of curiosity, where were you moving to?
Oh, just across town.
Oh, across town. Okay, great. And how soon did you want to sell your home?
Well, I wanted to sell it in the last 6 months.
Oh, okay, definitely. I understand. Okay, why do you think your house didn't sell?
Because my agent didn't sell it. She probably didn't market it right.
Right, and it kind of seems like communication wasn't there either since you didn't know that it had expired. Okay,
Right,
well,
right.
let me ask you a question. Why did you want to move across town?
Well, I want to change schools to the best schools in town, naturally.
Oh, absolutely. So you have children that are in school then?
Yeah, middle school.
Middle school? Okay, okay. And so school's about to start here in a couple months, so you have to get your home sold quickly then.
So you had better, why are you not asking for an appointment?
I know I should have. I was going to
Right.
do it after this one.
All right, here is, according to the National Association of Realtors survey, here are the what sellers want from their agent. Help price the home competitively. That's number one. Secondly, the marketing to potential buyers. So that's going to be, I would say, pricing or strategic positioning. Marketing's number two, and those are within 1 percentage point. And number three was to get it sold in a specific time frame. And number four was help find a buyer for a home. There's four. Number five, if you want five, ways to fix up the home to sell it for more money. So they need some advice to get their homes prepared. So there is basically five things you can have. This is what sellers are looking for. And then the question would be, which are any of these or all of these important to you? And they might say, Peggy, I'll just role play with you. Are any of these important to you, Peggy?
Yes. Yes, they are.
And which ones are the most important to you?
Like how to make my house so it's going to make the most money.
Okay, all right, I'll put that as one. What would be second? Whatever, you don't have in front of you. Yeah. Then I'm going to say, okay, now remember, Peggy wants to still interview other agents. I'm giving her the yardstick. So then let's think here a minute, and this could be all pre-printed. What questions do you think you would want to ask? I mean, or ask, would you like me to help you formulate some questions in your interview? Now, wouldn't it be great if now that these folks are going to allow you to help them set up the interview process for the other agents?
That's ace in the hole right there.
Are you not working with them and making a deposit into building value before you say, well, why don't we just do the right thing and sign the paper?
Mm-hmm.
And particularly said, okay, so now if these are going to be the things you're going to ask other agents, why don't we let you practice? Why don't you ask me? Now walk them through that interview in the short, because you've already been with them 30 minutes. Walk them through the interview and say, well, this is what we would do. This is what we would do. I'm just asking this just wondering, do you think you might have, if you come from contribution and help them with their comparison issue, that somehow you might float to the top where maybe the other appointments are not even going to be needed, or if they are, they're not going to be prepared for an interview that you prepared. I think if you think about that, that's probably a brilliant approach. Any thoughts on that?
That's good.
I can tell you guys are just extremely excited.
Well, I already said it's brilliant and it's an ace in the hole. I already said that. It's perfect.
On my wall. So we're going to work with it. Okay. Right by your head.
Yep. In my book.
Although I'm gonna sell it after the school's out, I want you to come over and I want to hear exactly what you have to say and bring the contract with you. I like you.
Man, all right.
Perfect seller.
All right, I see some hands up. Joseph, are you wanting to play again?
Yep.
Joseph and Jasmine are up.
All right. Well,
Or Jasmine's out.
Joseph, I want to see you at the table, okay? I'm going to be your seller.
Oh, you're my seller?
Yep.
Alrighty, at the table, for sale by owner. Alrighty. Okay. Getting started is super simple. And like I said, if you have let me restart. I'm nervous. Getting started is super simple. If you got any problems, any needs, I'm here for you. Does it sound fair enough?
What are you, Dr. Phil? What are you talking about?
You're funny. Well, let me ask you. Does the idea of an agent make sense to you?
The idea of a what?
Does the idea of an agent make sense to you?
Idea of an agent? Well, I don't need an agent. I can sell this house myself.
You can sell the house yourself?
Don't repeat everything.
Okay. So let me ask you. You don't know me. I don't know you. And we don't have the luxury of track records. So let me explain myself to you real quick. I'm Joseph Simpson. I'm from Keller Williams. I'm bound to be the rookie of my year this year. I give my top service to reliable clients, and I sit there and I put myself at top of being dependable to each and every client. Yeah, I'm a little faulty on here. I ain't got. I'm
fine, Joseph.
I'm fine. Let me keep. I
couldn't. I had a hard time getting it out today too, Joseph. So what we want to do is, okay, if all that's true, what we want to do is we want to ask questions. So ask me a question.
Okay,
I'm gonna go right down the line. Tanner, you're next. Peggy, Whitney, Janet, Sandra, Jasmine. Ask a question. Go, Joseph. Ask me a question. I'm the seller. I'm a for sale by owner you're meeting with. Ask me a question.
Are you ready to buy today? Are you ready to sell today?
I'm ready to sell. Tanner, go.
Okay, Denny. And if an agent brings you a qualified buyer, are you willing to compensate that agent?
Yes. Peggy.
Do you want a dependable agent?
I don't really want an agent at all. So I don't know how to answer that question. Whitney.
Do you want a dependable partner?
I don't want a partner. I'm already married and that's expensive enough.
I was going to say, you could take that so many different ways.
Where are you moving to when you sell?
I'm moving to Montana. Janet.
What's your time frame? When do you need to be there?
Don't need to be there anytime. I'd like to be there by Christmas. Going to Sandra.
Denny, why are you moving to Montana?
Wide open spaces, and I like Yellowstone. Jasmine.
How soon would you like to sell your home?
Now, okay, so you were on a role play a minute ago, and that's exactly what you said. Now, what I want you to do, now, did you pick up on what she asked? Somebody coach her on that question.
Oh, how soon do you need to sell your home?
No, hang on. You got to listen here.
Okay.
How soon do you want to get to the place you're going?
Montana.
You're sounding like an agent. Sell your home. I don't want to sell my home. I want to move to Montana. All right, we're going around. Lisa, ask a question. Yeah, there you go.
Sorry, I don't have one. Sorry.
You're going to have one. You're going to have, come on, we're at a table. What else do you want to know? I'm a for sale by owner.
I got one.
No, hang on. Hang on. Lisa, come on.
What happens if you don't get to Montana in the time you want to?
Good. I won't be happy. David, you're up.
Have you ever sold a house before?
Wow. Now that's a good question. Find out what their experience level is. Yeah, but it was a long time ago. It was, it's probably 20 years ago. All right, so I'm going back to Joseph.
Is so if you give me 1% of your trust, I'll earn 99, the other 99%. Sound fair enough?
That's not a question.
I'm lost. I'm lost. I was thinking about other stuff.
No, it's okay.
Can you turn that into a question, Joseph?
Yeah, turn it into a question.
If I give you 1%, if you give me 1% of your trust, can I earn the other 99%?
No, that was much better. Much better. All right, Tanner, come on.
Similar one. Denny, if I was completely free or any agent to you, would you consider hiring an agent?
I'm giving you the opportunity to ask the for sale by owner the question you really want to ask. What is it, Tanner? What is it you really want to ask me? No one's asking me.
Why are you
How much do you
selling
want
for
to sell
sale
the
by
phone?
owner? Why
Hang
are
on.
you doing it yourself?
I'm going to save the commission.
So commission is important to you?
Oh, yeah, of course it is. Hang on. So no, we're not layering here. David?
Do you think somebody that has sold multiple properties in the market can help you make more money on the sale of your house?
I don't see how, because I got to pay you like $45,000. Now, here's the interesting thing. It's 2 minutes to the top of the hour. What do you really want to know? What is the number one question you want to know if you're going to be talking to an unassisted seller? What is it you want to know?
Will you hire me?
They're willing to work with an agent.
What are you trying to, how much are you trying to receive on the sale of your home?
Well, what's the purpose of you needing to sell as for sale by owner as opposed to having an agent?
But
did you have a bad experience?
I've got it up here. It might be hard for you to read. I'll end with this. Remember the mindsets of a seller. One is they don't want to sell. Two is they might want to sell. Three, they've already decided to sell. Now, have I already decided to sell?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm buy owner. However, number four is, am I going to hire an agent?
No.
And if I am, the last one, am I going to hire you? So the number one question you want to get to is really, it's on a lot of conversations. How long are you going to wait if you're unsuccessful before you consider hiring an agent to help you?
Yeah, I never got around to that one.
So here's the thing is that make sure your conversations, they can be disguised and camouflaged in some respects, but that is the question. And I gave you free rein to ask, and I think the lesson is work your conversation so you can get to the center of the Tootsie Pop fast. Be direct. You don't have to be stealthy about it. And I thought, and Tanner led the first question a minute ago. He said, hey, are you willing to pay a buyer's agent? Yes. If that is a yes, the next question is, well, then why wouldn't you hire a listing agent? Why wouldn't you hire someone to represent you? Does that make sense? Well, I want to save the money. Now you're getting down to, well, if the money wasn't an issue, would you hire the right agent? Well, what do you mean? So why not just get to it? So did anybody have an aha moment today? If so, share it. What'd you learn today?
Need to practice more.
Yeah, you guys are good. You guys are getting better. Believe me, you're light years ahead of the average agent out there. Somebody share an aha moment for you.
Well, I've heard you say this before, but just really did not hit until this very moment about what you're getting to is how long are you going to wait to hire an agent? Like getting to that is really big for me.
Yeah, dancing is good exercise, but it doesn't get you the listing. Get to the center, find out how long they're going to wait. So I appreciate you being on. It was great. Thank you for helping out, Peggy. And then also Lisa, all the way from Montana. Where in Montana are you?
Missoula.
I'm going to be doing a bold out there one of these days, I hope, because I want to. So you guys have an awesome weekend. Be careful out there. Love you, mean it, knuckle bump. What? What?
The 6 things for a listing. Did you find it?
I already gave them to you.
Gosh, he read it.
You did?
You were
It's
napping.
price the home competitively. Write down fast.
Here we go.
Price the home competitively. Marketing and to potential buyers. Get homes sold in a specific time frame. Find a buyer and ways to fix up the home.
And then the next one, if you want one more, is negotiations, which is a good one. I will make this a slide, you guys. What you guys, if you don't get it right now, I'll make this a slide and I'll have it on Recon. I'll also have it on Mastery next Friday. Okay. I'll also have the slide for the buyers, what buyers are looking for.
How do we 5 mindsets of a lead too while you're at it.
Sorry.
Do the 5 mindsets of a lead too while you're at it. You can't. I can't see that. Sorry. Text it to me. Take a picture and text it to me.
What were you saying, Whit?
Denny, how do we access Recon?
Oh, here we go.
I've been living under a rock for a minute.
Yeah, well, you're rusty. You're rusty. Can you get that?
Wow.
Take a picture.
Oh.
Yeah, we have that. But Joseph, thanks for being on, man.
Appreciate you. I'll be back.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye, y'all. Have a good weekend.
Bye, guys.